they go to like the other city and then they just look at their dish and like, what the f is wrong with what is missing from your life that leads you to conclude that this is food? Why do you have to be this angry? Hello everyone and welcome back to the Refresh Step, where you recover yourself for the main step. I'm your host for today, tomorrow, and the foreseeable future, Theodore Lu. And I'm without a battler in the UK, and admin of the Battle Spirits English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki. Oh no. Oh no, Ayu. Your voice is so good, we're going to get copyright claims.
I'm just very into Kaguya-sama recently.
Ooh.
I think I started like last week and I'm already like halfway through season 3 right now.
Damn it, that's actually quite fast.
Yeah. It's like one of those shows where like I mean people are gonna ask me, so late, why you watching so late? I mean some of my friends are already saying that, but like anime, oh well, just like entertainment in general, it's just like one of those things where like if you feel like it, you feel like it. If you don't, you just don't. And
Yeah.
Kaguya-sama was one of those where like, I tried before. I tried one episode and was like, I didn't feel like it.
Yeah, I know.
And then like as I've been listening to the songs, I was like, now I feel like it again. Let me try again. And here I am.
Indeed. It's just like Interstellar, isn't it?
It's like what?
Interstellar.
Just bruh.
It's like because it's like a 3-hour movie or something, and then it's like a really slow burner.
3 hours. I didn't even realize that, bro.
I don't even know, but that feels like 3 hours. Which is kind of poetic in a way because it kind of shows you how slow it is to move stuff like in the grander scheme of things through space. Like relatively speaking, like it feels like you're like taking like a few decades to like kind of like go to like the end of our universe, to the point that spoilers. My goodness.
Okay.
Yeah. But you know, I mean, like you remember, like one of the most moving things, like, parents should not watch their kids die. It's like, oh, I guess yes.
I actually never watched Interstellar.
Oh, okay. Oh fuck! I just spoiled you the ending, but let's see. How long is Interstellar actually? Is it actually longer than 3 seasons of Kaguya-sama? But also,
I mean, if it's longer than 3 seasons of Kaguya-sama, that will be a really amazing movie. You gotta you gotta remember, one season of anime is like 6 hours. Oh, it's almost there. 2 hours 49 minutes.
Yeah.
Interstellar.
Yeah, 2 hours 49 minutes. So it's half a season of anime. So you're basically like not even going by the 3 episodes rule. You're just going by the 6 episode rules at that point.
Bruh.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow! Interstellar's been that long. I feel so old now.
No, it can't be that old, right? It is. When was it?
2014.
That was 1 year before I graduated from my university for my bachelor degree. I have to let that sink in for a while.
Yeah, actually, I mean, it reminds me of another movie from around the same year, 2013, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I was talking to my friends. It was like he went to Iceland, to go hiking. It's damn amazing. And then, so like when I was more, I used to really love this movie called like The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, which is like, I mean, the overall message is just like, be brave and like go out and explore kind of theme. But like I don't know, I just really like it when I was small. It felt very. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say inspirational, but like kind of the message is there, and like it felt meaningful at least, I guess. Yeah, and I still highly recommend it. I mean, even though like now that I'm looking back, now that I checked the reviews, they're like the criticism is like mainly half and half, which is like I was like pretty amazed because I was like I didn't expect it to be that bad.
No. But yeah, that's kind of like the hard part about like about what was it again? Looking. Oh my god, my brain is still fried. So this the third language that I have to speak today. As actually fourth because like we have like some Japanese customers today. So I kind of switched to Japanese as well. But yeah, the point is I was like, what was my point again? But yeah, I guess like
Bruh.
Interstellar, like in the end, I guess it kind of gets me into like this space, survive in space movie. That's like I thought like The Martian came out before Interstellar, and it actually came after Interstellar, and I kind of enjoyed both. Well, that's much lighter than Interstellar. It felt like, yeah, sometimes life sucks, and you just kind of have to roll with it. Just like, oh my goodness. I think like The Martian, the 2015 film, so I guess it's okay to spoil it now, but yeah, anyway. So basically he got trapped in Mars, as the name implies.
Okay.
And then he has to, I think like he's a botanist. So he kind of finds out that, yep, I still have like literal shit. I still have potatoes. I can grow my own potatoes.
Like that. Oh.
So they kind of make it like a big thing that helps him survives. And then he's like, yep. And then I have to get the change of flavors. At first, he still have like ketchup and stuff. So it's like, yep, I can just eat this potato, like boiled potato with ketchup. But that's kind of fine. And then like at some point, it kind of breaks you because like he ran out of ketchup. So, like he ended up like just using paracetamol. He just crushed up like the cold tablets, and then he just dipped the potatoes in there because like, yep, I have one flavor, just any flavor. Oh my
That's
god.
fucked up.
Yeah, and then like it even hits me harder when he has all this potato farm. It's what kept him alive. He just kept on sending these logs to Earth, like hoping that there will in the next window where they can send like another mission to Mars that they can pick him up basically. Which again, like, because like how space works, how orbiting works, it kind of takes like months. I think so. It's a month of being alone in Mars, like with almost zero stimulation and nothing to eat but potato. Like how he didn't become obese by the end of that is kind of like, I guess it's because he can only eat potatoes, but yeah. But then like in one of these pivotal scene is like, because it's in space, it was not supposed to be like a permanent settlement. So like there was a leakage, and then like his potato farm just literally exploded. It's like, oh my goodness, not the potatoes. Yeah, that was
that
really sad.
reminds me of a question. Where like people will ask you, would you? So like you would get potatoes for your whole life, unlimited,
Yeah.
but you can only eat potato for your whole life.
Oh my goodness, no. Well,
and then people are just like, oh, that's easy, you know, you can fry them and like everything like that. But like, and then I was like, I think you miss out the point, bro. You can only eat potato. You cannot even add any other ingredients to it.
yeah, you can't add water, that means you cannot boil it. You cannot add salt, which is what makes like most of the potato dish edible. Like, I mean, like for people who didn't grow up with potato, because I think like if you grow up with potato, then you can kind of like just tolerate like just mashed potato and nothing else. Like literally, just steam the potato on its own water content and then like just mash it, and you'll probably still kind of like it. But yeah, since we grew up with rice, yeah, that's kind of hard. That's kind of hard ask. Because we do grew up on one of the like the starch that is the most sugary. So it's like, oh, you want me to go from this to that? Like if you like, there's always like the fun questions online, right? Like if you have to take like one food away from your life. So like for example, like what if you cannot eat, like rice is just gone tomorrow, or tomorrow all potatoes are gone. Which one would you rather keep? Rice or potato?
Potato.
Yeah, we can get rid of potato. Rice is a little.
No, the other way around. I like to keep potatoes.
Interesting. So what is
your? You can keep you can make potatoes different ways. You can't do that with rice.
But you can do burnt rice.
Yeah, but there's still only two kinds of rice.
God damn it! What else? You can make fried rice. Have you? Okay, so let's get another thing going. Have you tried Oreo rice?
He cannot argue.
God damn it! I mean, like if you can't, like, because like if we do keep them, then we also keep their derivatives, right? So you still get potato starch, you still get potato flour, and for rice you also get the rice flour. I guess.
Yeah, but I mean like with potato, you can fry them, you can mash them. You know, you can make them to chips and everything like that. You know, you can boil them. I mean, it's just like a lot more variety than rice, really.
Yeah, I guess that's not wrong. I was like, if you mush down the rice, the best that you can
argue.
Do. Yeah, I mean like rice as porridge is technically a mashed rice. Is it? I mean like our porridge. I mean like the Asian porridge, the congee.
Yeah, I know.
The congee. Because like I think like, you know what, I went to Singapore once. I mean like I went to Singapore all the time back then. But like one time, like we went to like a local hawker center, or like the local food place, and then one of the options for the starch is like you can choose either rice or teochew porridge. I came from Indonesia, so when I heard the word porridge, what I expect is that white gloopy mess that is like basically the mashed rice. Yeah. And that would be like porridge. And then they bring out this teochew porridge, which is basically just cooked rice that is submerged in water. So I was like, what the fuck is this shit? you can't just slap a Chinese name on it and call it a dish. But I guess like apparently people really like it in teochew. I don't know. My goodness. Yeah. That's probably why for the longest time like China is just ripe with like a civil war. Like, yeah,
there's wrong with people.
Yeah, it's like they go to like the other city and then they just look at their dish and like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What did you do in your life? What is missing from your life that just like leads you to conclude that this is food? This is I just cannot fathom this. And then they just went to Sichuan and then like, yep, everything is with chili, everything is with Sichuan peppercorn. So it's like, what the like. Why do you have to be this angry? You don't have to eat this much pepper. My goodness, but thank goodness for like the Sichuan people. Like, without the Sichuan people, I would have got homesick like from years ago. But like now, the thing that kept my sanity going is basically just the comfort of if I go to like a Sichuan hot pot restaurant, it's going to be spicy for real.
And to bring out the great quote of the turtle Fido. Yeah, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Let's mess up.
Oh my god, that kind of reminds me of that funny story. So like, I watch like C.PA a lot, right? Yeah. And then he just recently do like an RV stream where he kind of like did a road trip with his friends. And one of his friends was like, he kind of complained because like he's from the US and then like all the other guests are like they are like foreigners, but they already like live in Japan for like a long time, right?
Yeah.
Like whenever they get dinner, they always get like, yep, let's get like pizza or something that is like easy and like something that easy to get, and then like, yep, we can just eat it and then like done with this, and then we can do something else. Also because like in a Japanese restaurant, I think like they are not really in the city, so it's not going to be easy to get like Japanese restaurant that is like big enough for them to kind of film and everything. I guess that's kind of another factor. And then like the one time they actually get into like a Japanese restaurant that's like really fancy, like they cook everything, the chef like cooks everything in front of them. And then it's like, yep, we are eating like sushi and everything, so it's like really fancy. And then like and then they just bring out like one like a pretty like stew dish, and then like, yep, so what is this? So first of all, of course, the chef said the name of the meat in Japanese, which is suppon. Suppon. Yeah, so that is
suppon. Pufferfish.
No, that is not a pufferfish. Pufferfish is fugu.
All right. Well, no, I thought it had another name, but oh well.
No. Maybe because like it's some names can be really rich, you know. Like I think like there is like one fish that's like that has like 5 different names, because like it is kind of like common in like 5 different regions. So like, and every region like has their own name basically.
Oh, I actually no. I think that was actually pepon or something like that. So no, I was literally watching Kaguya-sama right now. They made a joke on, they make a joke on pufferfish. So
I see. Yeah, so suppong is actually a soft-shell turtle. So it's literally Fiddle's cousin.
No.
It's like
those suppon. Ah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I try to look at it as food, and I just can't. Like it, not even like on the level of like it being cute or anything. It just doesn't look like something that you want to eat. Kind of felt
we see that a lot in Hong Kong, so I'm used to it already. I never had it before though.
Yeah.
Maybe I should try it when I go back.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going back next summer. So.
Yeah. I think like I saw it like literally once. In Indonesia, like in the Chinese area. Of course, always the Chinese area that has like the weirdest ingredient.
Yeah, I suppose it's weird to you guys, but like you know, ever since I was small, I already recognized the fact that like turtles are edible.
I see. Yeah, I guess it's, to be fair, like turtles. It just depends on like the availability, right? Like I guess it kind of feels wrong because also most turtles just ended up being in like in the endangered species list. I think like even like the soft-shell turtle that is eaten, they are actually like cultivated. That's more like
I mean that's pretty obvious to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean at this point, like most of the animals we eat are cultivated, so
yeah, true. Except for the one that we don't, and we hunt to extinction, of course, as usual. Like dodo.
That's why we cultivate them.
Yeah, I wonder how do we run out of dodo birds? Like if everyone likes it so much, like why didn't we cultivate it? Like why do we run out of dodo birds?
Because like they didn't have that knowledge at that time. You know, people are just like, oh yeah, nature will recover itself. No, nature wouldn't recover itself.
No. we learned that about the respawn timer because of dodo birds. The dodo birds is sacrificed so that we can learn that there is a timer existed.
Basically, yeah, that's what like biology and zoology are all about. Yeah.
True. My goodness. Yeah, why I'm kind of felt like a really big curveball, but yeah, I guess it's more into like uncommon, right? I guess that's like
what?
Yeah, what else is uncommon in Indonesia? Because like I think like there is this one shellfish that I really liked as a kid, and then my mom like even like one day like she was like, "Yep, can you please not eat too much of that because like people like use literal shit to kind of like fish that shellfish." So it's like, oh, but it's good though.
I mean, a lot of animals eat shit. What, you're gonna be vegetarian?
No, 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 no. I mean, like,
I'm not gonna blame you.
no. I mean, like, they use like human shit to
Yeah,
fish. That.
but I mean, just in general, like
Yeah.
plants that grow with shit. You know,
True.
and then like the animals eat those exact plants and
Mm.
everything like that. If you don't like that, just be a vegan or something.
Well, even I mean, like by your point, it's also like if you are vegan, then
Yeah,
it's
it's
also like the same
actually
thing.
true. Yeah,
It's like it's the
yeah,
same story, just different, just
yeah.
different
You know what?
cover.
Just die.
Yeah, just eat the lab grown meat, man. My goodness, but yeah. Why did I? Because like also like then again like one of the most popular fish like in Indonesia because it's really easy to catch and it's really easy to grow them is like the catfish.
Oh,
Yeah.
I actually never seen catfish as a food before.
Oh, you can. Oh, I mean like yeah.
I yeah. I mean, let's be honest. My area, they don't exist at all.
Yeah, true.
I first knew catfish from the show With a Monster from Animal Planet.
I think I know the show, but I never watched one.
Yeah, yeah. I knew about catfish from there.
Mm-mm.
It's like, oh my god, they're huge, and then as a kid you like huge things.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, like the edible ones are way smaller, but it's still big
Oh
enough, I
yeah, of
guess.
course, yeah.
But also, it's really. I feel like I still have like this vivid memory because I used to have like an aquarium as a kid, and then like I have like a like goldfish swimming innocently, and then
Uh-huh.
I don't know what happened, but like one day, I don't know whether it's my parents or my parents like house assistant, like kind of like somehow introduced like the catfishes to the like literal catfishes to the aquarium,
Huh?
and then like catfishes, if you don't know, are also notorious for being really aggressive. So of course
Yes.
of course by the next day all of my goldfishes are dead.
Oh
What did
god.
anyone expect when they do that? Like why? Because like there's I mean like in Indonesia we also have lots of flood, right? Like one of the concerns is like you have to be careful that when you walk like in the tall puddles, you have to be careful of
Mhm.
the catfishes like they wouldn't bite you. But they have like
It will
those
swallow
whiskers,
you.
right? Yeah. So those whiskers can basically like slash your feet or something. So it's like, ooh. It's like whenever I do that, it's like whenever I saw like
Jesus
a really tall puddle,
Christ.
like nope, nope, I'm not getting into that. Fuck that shit. I don't want to. I don't. Again, I guess it just scarred me for life. I don't want to step into water that I cannot see what is inside. Like if I go to like a
Oh
pool,
yeah.
then
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like
it's fine.
that's like common sense, to be
Yeah.
honest. But then
Also,
again, what is common sense by today's definition?
yeah. And I guess like what was it again? Because like we call it biawak, but I'm not sure like what is biawak in English actually. It looks like a small
Yeah.
crocodile, and for some reason, one of my it it is one of like it is a monitor lizard. Monitor lizard. So monitor lizard kind of like lives in like swamps and stuff, right? I think like one day like one just randomly get into like our rivers, and then one of my neighbors just caught it and ate them.
No.
It's like, oh. So this also, so basically this thing also exists in our sewer system. So it's like, oh. Turns out we are not, although we're like geographically not that far from Australia, turns out we are not so safe after all. My goodness.
Yeah. 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 We always hear things from our like from our parents talking about how like our grandparents or like other people will just like eat really weird things.
Mm-mm.
And my mom has been saying that like my granddad would just eat insect all
Mm-mm.
the time. Yeah.
Oh, I get this. It's like, yeah, my parents didn't really tell that much. I guess also because my mom is like the sixth daughter. So it's like, yep. By the time she is born, like my grandparents already like somewhat stabilized themselves, thankfully. So my mom didn't really talk too much about it. My dad didn't really talk much about his family. So the closest thing that I can remember, like I somehow vividly remember, and I just read this of an article on the internet. So hopefully, if this is not true, then I guess that's for the better. But like, because like the news was about, the piece was basically about like the condition of the border guards between, because we share like one island with Malaysia and Brunei Darussalam, right?
Okay, yeah.
So basically, we border like in that island, we border directly with Malaysia. So like we even like make like a separate province just to manage the border. And then so I guess like previously that like that area is like part of other provinces, but they kind of like just split it so that they have like their own government that can support the border basically. But even then, of course, like all the argument of people who don't live in Java is like Indonesia is basically just Java because like the central government is in Java, so basically all the budget goes to Java. Like everything is Java in Java is like pristine and there's like streets and stuff, and then you go to other islands, you live like the major cities and like there's nothing. So basically like the stories within the border guards is like they're really underfunded. But they are like literally they're like keeping Malaysia at bay if somehow like the UK just decided to let's get Indonesia back after like 70 years of not touching them. Let's get Indonesia back. Then they just enter from Malaysia and we are probably going to be severely disadvantaged, but yeah. So they basically got really underfunded, so they eat like really humble stuff, which is still fine, but like it kind of hits me deep. Like it kind of shows my privilege as well, but it kind of hits me deep when they say it like, "Yep, we found a monitor lizard yesterday. We finally can eat meat." So it's like, oh my goodness.
Oh god.
That's like the sad part is like in Java, like if you don't have money, like if you save up a little bit, you can get chicken or something, and it's going to be like reasonably affordable. But like, oh my goodness, they can't even afford like buying any meat. That's kind of like that's fucked up. They're protecting our borders, by the way. God damn it.
Oh right.
Yeah. That's like I mean like we are at peace now, but like literally we were literally enemies with Malaysia in the past before we made up, and then like now we're buddy, but yeah. My goodness. That was kind of sad. This is one of the story that if this is a hoax, I am happy that it is a hoax. Like I really wish they have like a proper piece there and everything. Like I really wish this is fake news. But as with all news that is like this, that is probably where it being true is going to be more reasonable. My goodness. But yeah, I actually just realized this will be our 90th episode, and this will be airing while we are away for the Pale Saga Grand Tour again. Finally, yay! No, actually no. We are still.
Oh yeah,
no. The next one
next week. Yeah.
Yeah, the next one is going to be airing during our Grand Tour. So I thought that will be our 90th, but actually no. Although also since Ayumu is going to be here, we're going to have one live episode at least. I thought that's going to be like the 90th, but I guess no. So next, but yeah, thank goodness it's not the next week where we are going to be away. So that's probably going to be a short episode. And then, so that will be 91. And then 92, 90, it's probably going to be the live episode. 93, 94, 95, 96. So the earliest we can meet again is probably for The Bandai Card Festival in Utrecht. That will be our 96th episode, I guess, if we can meet up. That's going to be a hard task because we are going to be in the Netherlands, and that's going to be a challenge to be getting the footage. But we will see. We will see what we can do.
And by then, like, I don't even know if I can hang around your place.
Yeah.
It's probably by then I'll probably like jumping over here during the weekend and go back on Monday.
Yeah, I think like the most that we can do
your
is
boy finally got a job.
yeah.
Patchy.
Yeah, congratulations, mate. You deserve it.
Patchy.
Yeah. But yeah, unfortunately for the same reason, I might have to go. Like I was like before this podcast, I was like brainstorming with Kelvin, like how do we min max this? Like I guess like the best that I can probably do is I'll probably have to take like the Friday off, the Saturday off, and then Friday is basically to go to the Netherlands, settle myself down. Saturday is for the Summer's Duel and the Bandai Card Fest and having fun and actually like going to a holiday for once.
Do they have Summer's Duel there? I thought they only have side events.
Yeah, the side event is Summer's Duel.
Oh.
Yeah. Still a question whether you get an invite or not. If you get the first place, probably not. But yeah, we can hope. We can hope. Hey, wait, no. Summer Duels always get you an invite, right? The one that doesn't get you an invite is the story channel. Yep.
I don't know. I never cared about it already. So
yeah, I guess like if we don't get like if we or our friends did not get to the top 4, then it doesn't matter, I guess, since we cannot afford that anyway. Also, I can't get an invite in a Grand Tour because I accidentally became the head judge of the head judge in name, basically, for the Battlespeed Saga Grand Tour in Europe. So yeah, if you are going to the Grand Tour, first of all, please buy your ticket as soon as possible so I can convince them to hire more judges. But yeah,
which is basically me.
Yeah, collusion. No, just kidding. we have to choose from judges that are available, and yeah, Ayumu is available. Oh yeah, he's my convenient man. You're just a convenient man because you are there. No, just kidding. But yeah,
that's fine.
But yeah,
that's fine as long as I can be by your side.
Oh my god, we're starting like the soap opera now. Soap opera arc.
Oh my god, that just sounded like that, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the point is, if you go to the Grand Tour, we're going to meet there. So I will probably be half dead and not be responding. But like, just you guys know that if I even the slightest give it the slightest reaction, I acknowledge your existence. Just kidding.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm high at the top, but no, I mean like just say hello, I mean like as long as you don't do that like in the middle of the match, I'll be happy to like say hello back.
Yeah, if you say hello in the middle of a match, he's not gonna bother.
Yeah,
it's obviously he has to do his job.
Exactly. Because like it's also better not take the focus out of your opponent. Because like judges are there to help you, so don't worry. But still, you have to kind of like be aware of what your opponent is doing, so that basically when we try to resolve things for you, it is not just like a one-sided. Yep, he did it. I know he did it. I don't know how he did it. I did not saw he did it, but I know he did it. It's like, yeah, how do you prove that then? But yeah, anyway, away from that, we are also going to have like a party, after party, which kind of blew out of proportion. But yeah, my goodness.
I mean, I feel that your boss will be overjoyed.
It is always a duality, right? Because like, yep, she was like, yeah, we got lots of customers, but then, yeah, no, we got lots of customers.
I mean, from my experience, usually you don't like that. It's like when these customers aren't civilized. Like, I mean, I would say we're a fair bunch,
Yeah.
So should be all right.
Exactly. So yeah, that should be fine. I need to calm myself down. I need to
Well,
relearn. I need to get the.
Then, I mean, by then you need some help. I can always just like collect the bottles for you and everything like that. I was a waiter as well, so I know what to do.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, by not revealing my shop, I will continue. No, just kidding. My class is a little bit different on what from my skill tree, but thing that came out, well, not came out, but the news came out, like Battle Spirits Connected crossover. We'll finally have a Steam version for. We'll finally have a Steam version, right? My brain's kind of hard now, but yeah. But of course, like I think, as we all expected, well, as I expected, I guess like lots of more people did not share this assumption like as much as I thought it would be. But like Steam basically has like lots of games that are like, available only in certain regions. So of course it will be only available in the Japanese region, just like all the other digital version. Because like if you
lol, suck that bitch.
Well, I mean like it's kind of like how to say, like the perspective is less into like, yeah, why don't you include like the global version? But it's like, I mean, like they never planned it in the beginning, so like why?
Yeah.
Like how can you ask them to suddenly include something that they don't plan? But like, yeah, so I'm okay with that. Also because I am one of the top 1% that can afford the Switch, I guess. But yeah. So I can buy
I mean, I think Switch is like pretty cheap right now, actually.
True.
Cause like, I mean, we do know that Nintendo is about to release like a new console.
And that's going to suck. Because like speaking of like a next generation console, right? Like I learned something because I haven't had like a PlayStation for the longest time. So from Gino, my good friend who drew all my characters that you see on screen other than Ayumu's, because Ayumu get his own avatar, but basically he has a PS5. And then
jeez.
Of course he's a working man. He's free to do what he wants with his money. But yeah, the point is he has like he said like since PS5 has this thing called like backward compatibility, you can basically like play like games from the previous PlayStation in your PS5. And then since they are released like quite closely to each other, like there are lots of games that are available to both the PS4 and the PS5. And for these games, usually like the PS5 CD will most likely be worthless because they have this weird thing that for some reason, if you play a PS4 game in a PS5 machine, you can use both the PS4 controller and the PS5 controller. But if you have like the PS5 disc of the same game, you can only play them using the PS5 controller.
Lol.
So yeah, and then both of them kind of breaks kind of easily. But of course, like the PS4 is like cheaper, right? So
yeah.
So yeah, that's why the PS4, like if there's like a same game that's both available in PS4 and PS5, like most likely the PS4 one will keep value. And then the PS5 one will probably be thrown in garbage in 2 weeks. But yeah.
Until PS6 comes out.
And yeah, I think like I kind of joke with him like, yep, when PS6 comes out, PS5 will finally find it's time to shine, and then they will do the same thing. And then
but like wait, but wouldn't people then argue? Yeah, but then if the compatibility is still there, then like the PS4 game can still run on PS6.
That is my point. That is my point. Like in the end, like the PS5 games like just can't win because like either they will add like more features to the PS6 that will make like the PS6 games more appealing, and if you want to play like the older games, like the PS4 version is still better. So it's like, yep, you're going to get either the PS4 games or the PS6 games. And then the PS5 games would all be forgotten in history.
Oh.
And then at most you're going to play them because you can borrow them from the library probably. Yeah, it's free. It's it just costs like your annual library membership, so it's like $20. This game that came out on PS6. There's a PS5 version in the library, so I'm just going to play this one. My god, let's just chuck it into the machine. But yeah, I think like the fun part is then, of course, like the people from like overseas will be like lots of people are commenting when the Steam page like came out, like people from Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Korea. It's like yeah, it's like I saw like someone with a Korean username was like, oh, finally Korean Battle Spirits player. But yeah, the point is like, yeah,
I think you can buy it from Taiwan actually.
probably.
It's like today someone's in the chat saying that he could buy it, and he's living in Taiwan.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
Because like one of my friend who is in Netherlands, who I shall not name, although I have named him a lot in this podcast. Basically, he told me that he could buy it from the Netherlands.
Lol.
Until I was like, yo, what like I was like, what the fuck, right? Like why can't he buy it from the Netherlands but I can't buy it from Germany? That feels like kind of like weird because like we're literally neighbors.
I mean it's Bandai, what do you expect?
Nah, so you know why?
What?
Because Steam region doesn't depend on the country where you are residing, but it depends on the regional settings on your account. He made that account in Japan, so his account is a Japanese regional account. But of course, if you wanted to have a Japanese region account, you kind of have to go to Japan. Well, technically you can use VPN, although that's kind of like against the terms of service, but yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, it's more like if you go to Japan and it's safer, but yeah. You do what you need to do. We are not condoning or like suggesting anything. You do what you need to do. But basically you need a Japanese Steam account and then you can buy the game. Yep, that's the point. So that is out of the way. So you can purchase it if you want. Kinda needs a workaround, but yeah, it's doable. Then yeah, and then the next fun part, Ayumu, when the Steam page first come out. Like like one of the advantage of playing games on your PC is that you can use your mouse and keyboard as an alternative to kind of like control the game, right?
Yeah.
If you want to, if you need to. But I guess like with card games, it kind of makes sense to kind of like play with mouse because you can kind of like it's more into it. It is of course not as natural as holding the cards yourself, but it's kind of like closer to than using like the controller or the keyboard. As you can drag stuff which is kind of like more. It's kind of like mimics how you do it in the real life anyway, but right.
Yeah.
So when the Steam page was first introduced, basically Steam has like information on what devices you get, or like basically the specification of the application, like what you can use with it, and then they stated that they don't have keyboard and mouse support, so you are required to use a controller to play it. But of course they have debunked it. It's like I think like the next day they specifically made like they were doing like daily tweets to kind of like get people to kind of like hear about the game, right? Like they at this time they are kind of like doing like a round where they kind of like introduce like what text are the characters are using. And then like so basically they started with the first character, the little guy Shota, who is going to use Crow because it's like the typical main character sidekick that kind of wants to be like the sidekick. And then the very next day they break this campaign because they needed to make a tweet specifically addressing the fact that you can indeed play the Steam version of Battle Spirits Crossover with mouse and keyboard. So yeah, So yeah, I guess you get that guarantee that you will be able to play with mouse and keyboard. And then about the language, I guess like someone pointed out that if you get them in Steam, then it is technically illegal. So I would not condone or suggest anything unless it is what was it again? Supported by the official. But you can probably see like the source code of the game and probably add some application that turns the text to English. Or basically, like people who play light novel has this thing that basically reads your screen and then like translates everything on screen. It's not perfect, but I guess it's if you don't want to
have that, I need to download that.
Yes. So basically, if it's not perfect, of course, but if you don't want to like open the wiki all the time, I guess you can kind of use that as well if you want.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's your solution for the game not being in English. And yeah, keyboard and mouse already all sorted. And then now that everything is done, of course, they don't address why the game is only available in Japan because they have not planned anything for it from the beginning. I guess we just have to kind of show that if we wanted the game to be available globally, we kind of just have to keep on shouting. Probably one day they will listen.
You remind me of the Saga players just like making Facebook comments every day.
True. And then now Ira is banned. Wow, I didn't see that coming. And then of course, like I thought they are going to go through all the main characters, right? But of course, no. They kind of like went through all the kids first because like there's another kid who's his whole thing is he plays lots of aggro. So he's going to use the final deck, of course, the cloud contract.
Oh, the what deck?
Cloud contract. So the PS60 final.
Oh, all right, okay.
Of course, it's all the kids and their aggro decks. It's kind of a misopportunity that the small red guy didn't play Bladra though. Would have been fun, but I guess if you
too many aggro decks.
Yeah, too many aggro decks, and also I guess Bladra is a little bit harsh if you like the guy just like he was supposed to be your first opponent, right? So it's like imagine imagine if you just started the game, you just learned how to play Battle Spirits, and you just bought the first starter deck from the game. And then you have to play against Bladra. It's like imagine the game facts forum. It's like, no, I cannot go.
Maybe give them the wrong idea. It's just like, so I just have to aggro in this game,
Yeah. Also, it's like, yep, I tried to use the starter deck. I cannot get past like the first guy because he kept on killing me on turn 2. My goodness. But yeah, I guess it kind of reminds me on how people in Connected Battlers, they cannot go past like the girl who uses the tree sprite. No, it's tree. Plant spirit, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because like if you are like too slow, she will just spams all the cores and then like summons her whole hand and then summon like the Deponana Fushis. Is like what? Like what just happened? She just summoned her whole hand and then she threw 3 from her deck. So I was like, what just happened? And then she just played everything. And then, of course, it's like, she has like Botany Peacock, Botanical Phoenix, and everything. So it's like, yep, attack triple symbols. Like, triple symbol cannot. And then suddenly, they have one blocker. And then like, why can't I block? I have blocker. But it's like, yep, suddenly just take 3 damage like that. Like, oh.
Suddenly, 3 damage.
Yeah.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah.
You dear.
Exactly. 3 sprite is the not really pinnacle, but it's like it is a green deck. When it pops off way too wildly. But that's the point.
Now you make me want to build it again.
Yeah.
I want to try it out again.
Yeah, why not?
And when talking about Plant Spirit, I'm actually editing the Plant Spirit card right now.
Ooh.
A new one from BS70.
Nice.
What do we call in English? Wood Dragon.
Ooh, Wood Dragon. My goodness.
Root the Dragon. It's a weird name, but like it's like people just saying like, oh no, we can put in Izanagi now. Because like it's literally on summon banish recast from the opposing chest.
Oh.
And it's a cost free, so you can just like bring it out with the grand skill.
Oh my god. Well, like Izanami is still kind of relevant, but it's like, oh no, now they have something to play in mirror as well. My goodness.
Yeah, which is insane.
Yeah, indeed. My goodness, I am quite happy that when they say they kept on bringing like this banish from your side of the field stuff, like especially with Hera being like, yep, banish one card from your hand instead of discarding. It's like, oh my goodness, like if they have like lots of stuff like this, will they like finally do the Yu-Gi-Oh, which is basically you can take stuff from your banish, which means your banish is just another graveyard.
I think they're preventing to go onto that path.
Yeah, thankfully they did. Because like in the end, like Hera's mechanic is mostly when they are this banish, instead of banishing, you do something with it. So yeah, thank goodness. Thank the goddess Hera for that. Quite literally. My god, but Bridget is so pretty though. I wanted to. Do I actually like do another move of just building a whole deck just because I like one of the cards?
Nah, don't do it.
No, right?
It's such a boring deck though. It's just like doing what white does. So then like it's like it's not really that interesting. Oh my god, I've seen this game where like it's Bridget versus Aphrodite, and then like both of them went like 20 counters and still haven't finished the game yet.
Oh wow, that sounds fun. A wall fighting against a wall.
Yeah, it's literally wall versus wall.
My goodness. Yeah, now that I think about it, like, yeah, I've been trying to complete my Aphrodite collection. But then I realize now in BS70 we'll definitely get Zeus. But there's something
71, you mean?
Yeah, 71, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
When we get Zeus, we are definitely going to get new Celtica Grandwalkers, I suppose. And then yeah, now the problem is, what if the third Grandwalker is the meter?
To your wallet.
Yeah, rip wallet. Yeah, if I spend money on Aphrodite now, what would I have to do if the meter just comes next? Like out of the corner, just slams me from the corner of the street. It's like, yep, I finally got my Aphrodite deck. Bang! It's like, oh my goodness, no, the meter, no. I love you, but not like this.
I mean, it depends on what you're missing. I can just give them. I should have some spares.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. We will see later.
Sure.
Yeah. Also, now that I mentioned that, now Brahma is coming back. That means his sister, oh my god, how do you describe it? His brothers.
You mean wife.
His brothers and their wives.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
My goodness. That's kind of like a convoluted way to describe them, because they're like three couples of the same person.
Well, his whole Shakalaka family.
Exactly. But yeah. That means Parvati is going to return at some point.
Oh yeah, I would have to upgrade Parvati, yeah.
Yeah, and then the other thing is like they kind of hinted that with Zeus coming back, the Agent is coming back. That means Isis is also support. Isis can also make a comeback. Oh no. Also, yeah, now because Isis is coming back, I kind of have to get all the life decrease burst now. I still haven't had the Ikigo tool yet, so it's like, oh my goodness. So many things to complete.
Oh, you have the money now.
I guess, yeah. I mean, it's just scarier sometimes, right? Like when you have like money but not too much money, it's just like, ooh, I have more money than I have previously. I can spend now. Yeah, that's a slippery slope from there.
Yeah, I was tempted to go out to eat yesterday because just received the news that got my job.
Yeah.
But then there's this saying in Chinese which is called okay, so yeah, like that, like some Chinese people just really don't like credit cards because they always have to like they think like it will encourage the idea of like spending your future money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I finally shut down my credit card, I was like, finally I'm free. But now that I'm in Europe and I can actually collect like points and stuff, it's like, oh my goodness, I should not have done that. But then again, I will need the European credit card anyway, so like, yep. It's not like me shutting down my credit cards it's going to make my position any worse. Just have to get a European credit card now. Once that doesn't charge you like annually.
Oh yeah.
Preferably.
I never thought about that. Maybe I should get one as well.
Yeah. But it's
Actually,
also
can I even get one? I'm only in part time right now.
Yeah. We'll have to try. We'll have to see. I mean,
Yeah.
like, yeah, it depends on the bank, right? Also, like some, like, well, not banks. Like some businesses, they partner with banks. Like Amazon, they used to have like credit card. I think they partner with American Express or something. Then you can get the credit card with them. And if it got approved, you get like a 50, I think like 30 euro or 50 euro like worth of Amazon voucher. Which is really nice, right?
Yeah, it sounds really nice.
Yeah, I missed that, and then the program got shut down. So.
Oh my god! I haven't even started working, but I already got like it's not even PTSD, but like like muscle memories.
So let's talk about some more fun stuff. Like, have you seen the new Premium Bandai thing that has like the Siegfried Nova revival and the Ragnarok revival? Ayumu, they're beautiful.
Oh yeah, they look really nice. Yeah.
And speaking of Premium Bandai, when this Premium Bandai was first introduced, I was like, "Yep, I can skip this. I don't really have to buy this. I mean, like, it looks nice, but I don't really have to buy this." And then they revealed the alternate version for the 10-party Fong Nina, and then the Diamond Wall, the Fong Nina version of Diamond Wall. And
I'm definitely getting the phone in a box. Yeah.
Yeah, they look fucking sick. If I can afford that by the time it is still the pre-order is still open, I kind of wanted one just for the Diamond Wall.
I mean, if you want to, I can like just order two.
Yeah, I guess.
And then like, I mean, at the end, if you don't want it, then it's me keeping it.
Yeah.
So
I guess we will see. Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, people are saying like the diamond wall art actually looks like a railgun. You know the anime.
Yeah.
Railgun. Yeah.
And my friend actually like says that. Well, he didn't say like right out, but like he posted the art, and then he quoted Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. Basically.
What? Why? Which one? The domain expansion.
Yeah, I guess so. Wait, I forgot which one was it. There's too much thing from Jujutsu Kaisen that I'm not familiar about. So yeah.
I look, man. I never watched Jujutsu Kaisen, so I wouldn't know either.
Yeah, I mean, like my first criteria of watching anime is like, is everyone watching it? Then no. Is it?
I mean, to an extent, I suppose. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, for me, it's really just like whatever I feel like it.
True.
I'm not exactly pressured. It's peer pressure to like following the trend, but like generally it's just like, okay, people say that this is good. I'll try it out.
Mm-mm.
Kind of thing. I actually tried the first episode. This is kind of, I just didn't like how it started.
Mm-mm.
Cause, at the end it's a shonen
Uh-uh.
series, and then like what I really don't like about shonen series is like how like some of them, obviously not all of them, but some of them just like trying to start
Mm-mm.
something with a very unreasonable, well,
Mm-mm.
reason.
Mm-mm.
um like in the case of Jujutsu Kaisen, like like there's literally a monster right in front of you.
Mm-mm.
Personally, if I see them, I would just run.
Mm-mm.
And like this guy literally just went, Grandpa has told me to be kind, so I will help them. Which you
Wow.
don't even know what you're going to do. Like
Wow.
that.
Of the very course, but I kind of remember like I actually had never watched like the first episode of Jujutsu Kaisen, but
Mm.
Jujutsu Kaisen has this thing called like the movie Zero. It's
Oh
actually like
yeah,
the
it's
prequel.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Mamiya forced me to watch it.
Yeah.
And then like throughout the whole or like the whole movie was like looking at me, he was like trying to get my approval, like that, do you like what I like? Also because there's an old joke between me and Amamiya, because we used to do a skit where he basically played my son, played as my son. So basically now the running joke is like, yep, I'm his dad now. But
Okay.
but yeah, like he was like he was like every like 20 minutes or so he will look my way, and then like, yep, do you like it? Do you approve what I like that?
Oh
Well,
my
I
god.
mean, I guess the movie is actually quite fine.
I think well, I mean, if you watch it for the animation,
Mm-mm.
then I think it's really good.
Uh,
Like I mean, I obviously I haven't watched everything, and like
mm-mm.
episode one isn't like
Oh yeah.
amazing or anything like that. But
Uh,
like just like looking at the opening song, you can tell it is amazing.
mm-mm.
You know,
Yeah.
and like I can see why. So like on
Mm-mm.
that part, like if you're watching for the animation, go ahead. I mean,
Mm-mm.
I'm not gonna judge you what you're watching for anyway. Well,
Yeah.
unless there's one thing I will judge you.
Mm-mm.
If you watch a music anime and you skip the music, well, fuck you. What
Yeah.
the fuck have you been watching it then? Like,
If you watch Lock and Logic and you like it, get some help.
oh my god, like we were like back in the day,
Uh,
like kind of
yeah.
Battlespace introduced
Uh,
Aikatsu, and then like kind of started a mini trend among the
uh,
players to watch Aikatsu.
uh,
And then there was one of us is like, oh yeah, yeah, oh I finished the season already. How do you finish it so quick? And I just skip all the songs. I was like,
oh no, no, that's
and I was
fucked
like,
up.
you are dead to me now.
Uh, you're basically like watching the whole Battle Spirits anime, but you just skip the battle. So it's like,
Basically, yeah. Like, what the fuck are you even watching it for? Then, like,
uh,
okay, I'm gonna say it here. Aikatsu
mm,
obviously is for children,
mm,
so like the story isn't going to be the best.
mm,
So like, I was literally watching it for the music
mm,
mainly.
yeah,
So like, you even skipping the music. What are you watching for?
I know, right?
For the stories? Really?
But speaking of idols, one of the the idols of Battle Spirits is of course the collection, right? I get this. That is,
That's just what go on.
yes. So of course we have the light guiders for version and saga, and yeah, I guess the Scorpio Knights, so the saga counterpart of Scorpier, is actually quite nice. So it has scale 2, which is, I guess it's a 6 cost. So it has scale 2, which basically for 3 cores, you get if you have Highlands on the field, you get your two of the cores back. And then when one of your Light Guider spirit attacks reduces opposing life, you may pay 1 core to the reserve to select 2 of your spirits with 1 symbol, regardless of their position, and return them to your opponent's hand.
I just like Pretty good, to be fair, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, imagine if you just return to Genbu, it's like, oh, now you have to pay 8 costs again. Good luck with that. But no, also bad skull, Scorpion Knight antara skull. He pierces the body of the best girl. Well, I guess. She is the, so basically he stabbed the Sagarer.
I haven't read the lore yet.
Mm-mm.
I don't even know how to pronounce the name. Smazer. That's always how I call it. Smazer.
Smazer, yeah.
Yeah.
Smazer. I thought it's Smazer. Guess Smazer made more sense.
Mixer, yeah.
Mm-mm. But yeah, after the last, so all of the last light guiders are all actors, which also is a pivotal thing in the Pellspears universe because they are supposed to be the 12 zodiac actors.
Yeah.
So why Bandai? Why do you make this into an R? This kind of feels wrong. Just kind of realized that they haven't revealed like the extras, and then like, wow, all the light guiders are out. How can that be? Oh, they are all rares.
I mean, if Saga isn't focusing on the Western constellation, then that's their choice.
I guess. Or imagine if that means they are just like Scorpio Knight, so there will be a Scorpio King, probably.
Maybe.
Scorpium.
Yeah, they can repeat the constellation as well. So
true. Yeah,
nothing's impossible.
Yeah, they did.
Especially look at Secret and look at how many forms he got.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly. Yeah.
I would I think like Infernal Cursed King Dragon wasn't supposed to be like the alternate version of Silkworm in the in PS, right? But like in Saga, it is.
No, it's not. Yeah, in Saga is It's just like completely different lore. Yeah.
Exactly. And speaking of another rare, because like we don't talk about the Taurus. The Libra is actually pretty good though for a rare especially.
But you pronounce it Libra. I pronounce it Libra. Actually, what's the correct pronunciation?
I don't know. Because like in Indonesian, I will also say Libra, but like in English, I will say Libra.
Pronunciation in British English. Let's go. Libra. Yes, so I was right.
Oh my goodness. So is it American? Libra.
No, American is Libra as well.
Damn it. Where did I learn about Libra? I guess I just took it from library. I guess I just took it from library and then because it's basically like library without the right? Oh. But yeah, when summoning this card in May 3, the symbols on all of your light gather spirits and all of your nexuses are blue when calculating cost reduction. So basically, you can just put this in your side deck, especially if you play Nexus heavy decks like purple and yellow. Because at level 2, when this spirit attacks, discard a number of cards from the top of your opponent's deck equal to the number of cards in their trash. I remember like the poetic justice about this card is because my friend said because the previous day they were introducing this magic called Vanish in the Wind technique, which has a burst that selects any number of cards from your trash and return them to the bottom of your deck. So basically, all decks that relies on milling the opponent from turn to turn like Mandala kinda got sidekick. And then because like you can just put them in your side deck and that strategy would not be useful. But now since those decks can basically drag the game out, you can basically just side in the Libra, and then now you can just slowly like, okay, so now you have 13. I will mill 13. Next turn I will mill 26 because why not? Yeah, but the reverse is also true. If you're playing like a game like decks that can go to like the late game, which what yellow and purple can do, then yeah. I mean like even in the late game sometimes, okay, so the one that draws the out first is going to turn the table. So you just mill the out. Because at that point, I guess if your opponent has 8 cards in their trash, then I guess 8 cards is already a reasonable amount to expect that their out will be gone. Hopefully. Trust.
Trust.
Yeah. But I thought like it will stop at Libra, but like then they kind of introduce all sorts of like now they just want mill to work. So like they now have like this nation guard Astra, Guardian Astra. So they have the crush modifier is to be like at most 2 for like I think like the Nirvana, right? So the one from the start.
Yeah, I think it was the most 2, yeah.
Yeah. And now they were like, yep, plus 2 is not broken enough. Let's make it crush plus 5. So it's like, what? Like seriously, what goes wrong? What was wrong in your life? Like, what is this shaman? Like, now everything's just power creep. And speaking of power creep, if you remember the lore set, you know,
it's exactly the same family as well. It's so funny. And this one has higher BB as well.
And not to mention that not only the status is like everything is higher. Like that guy from the lore set, he was supposed to be like one of the leader of the rebels, and this guy is he's just a guard. So like that guy was supposed to be like much higher rank, but I guess rank doesn't really relate to strength. But like, oh my god, that's probably why the rebellion failed. God damn it.
Lol.
That was so sad. But yeah, this is also like the other one that I am quite excited about because it's half yellow. It's an angel. It's related to the new fist mechanic, which I kind of wanted to dip my toes into. The giant angel Magni, because why not? It's an ascent spirit that can only ascend to the sub sprite, so basically your blue yellow tokens. And then when it is summoned and attacks at level 1, by the way, you discard the top 10 cards of your opponent's deck. So yeah, speaking of brutality, it is quite brutal. And then when this spirit attacks, you may exhaust one of your sub sprite spirits to refresh the spirit. Wow.
It's like a mandatory summon effect, so like this one can easily get countered by whatever that's called.
Yeah, the vanishing wind technique, or actually just counter sword.
Yeah, either works. Yeah.
I mean, like it's a blue yellow deck, so like you kind of have to draw like a new card every time. So you don't really want it to draw like cards that you already see previously. So it's like, oh, this is not the out that I needed. I needed to draw a new piece card so I can start my combo. I don't need you. I don't need a second copy of you that just got returned last day. But yeah, I guess like even with the vanishing wind technique, I guess the argument is then, yep, you can return them. I will just mill them again.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Also, I don't know. I mean, like vanishing wind technique, like I think it's going to be a pretty solid card in the side deck. But like I guess as a main deck, kind of a hard ask. So I guess you can kind of like just
the main effect is like only source one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I will still use it in purple to be fair.
Yeah, I guess
recycle your stuff and everything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think in general it can be pretty useful. Like maybe like 2 copies. Like 2 copies is enough because like you use 1 copy to recycle the other copy back in. So.
Fair enough. I guess I am also speaking from the perspective of playing yellow because like the burst kind of like, yep, it's going to give you back your cards that you can use again for later, but not really generating advantage now. So the problem is then if you draw it early, it kind of breaks. But I guess with purple, you can still like use it for like core theft and stuff. So I guess you don't get burdened as much by this card going to your hand early.
Yeah. Or, you know, even like blue.
True.
Mirror games.
Oh my god. But then again, if you mirror game, you just like they just throw out all your pollens and everything, and then they just focus on I'm going to mill you. Let's see.
If it's mirror games, I think gonna be hit for life.
True. Yeah, I guess I guess like when I played against blue in the worlds, I guess like we kind of get blinded by the fact that they can mill. Kind of forget that some blue spirits just sticks to the field. Like, I think I lost against my opponent mostly because like, yep, he has like 4 spirits. I cannot remove them. They all have crush. So they can either beat me to the death or they can mill my deck to 0. And I can't really stop them because their BB is so freaking high. And their cost is pretty low, so I cannot slay them either. Because on all that I have in my field is an eagle, so it's like, oh, I cannot slay them, I cannot have exhaust nexus them. How do I kill them? Seriously. And then, of course, at that stage of the game, I cannot rely on flagellum because I'll need even more cores. So like, what do I do now? I just slowly advance to my demise. I guess I aggroed him on the second game and then I got aggroed back in the third game, so yep. There was that. My time in the worlds. Why did I get 68, please? What yeah. What else? So this one is not actual. I don't really include this one because it's particularly strong. It's mostly because it's just interesting. Because now, until now, when you destroy something in Battle Spirit Saga, mostly they have like a ceiling or some kind of ceiling. So with purple, you kind of have to shoot 1 core. With red, you destroy like 3,000 or lower, mostly. With blue, you kind of destroy like cost 5 or lower. A total cost of 5, so like 3 or lower, mostly.
Yeah.
And then with yellow, you kind of minus 3,000. And then now you have water golem that destroys anything without asking anything. It's just there's the drawback that your opponent draw 2 cards for each symbol on the destroyed spirit. So before I saw the Vanishing Wind technique, this guy can probably be something actually. Imagine you just destroy Era and then yep, draw your 4 cards. Draw your last 4 cards from your deck.
Yeah, like I think I actually think this card is like pretty good. Not gonna lie. Especially since like you can use it in blue, yellow, blue, green. I mean, the most important part is that like it's a removal for blue, green. That's what's important. So like yeah, sure, the drawback might be that they draw more cards, but like I suppose it depends on your play style. Like I don't think it really matters that much. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, especially like you're probably gonna use it to destroy something important, which like that point, like would you rather waste your resources to try to remove that one spirit, or you can just summon a water golem and pew 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 bye bye.
Bye. Destroy a curiosity in a white aggro matchup. And they just threw curiosity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did something. I did something. But also like the other strong point is actually now that I took a moment to kind of see look at this guy as well, like he has astral from level 2. That and his level 2 cost is actually only 2, which is quite rare in blue. And also quite rare for astral.
Yeah.
He can be something. Yeah. And yeah, as long as you just don't like summon him willy-nilly and then like yep, going to destroy that Ant-Man token over there. Imagine when you summon water golem, destroy an Ant-Man token, and then you just yep. Yeah, you can now draw your ninja. Previously he has 0 hands. Now he has 2 hands, and both of them is that ninja. One of them is the ninja summons another Ant-Man token, and then the other one is an ice shield. Because why not at that point? Hi, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. Oh my goodness. My head kind of hurts now. Oh well, I guess I still have that one because, like, I really like a Fruit in Japan, and he rarely uploads anything. I guess like it can now that he has been crowned. Well, not really crowned, but like he met the king and the king of the UK,
What?
and now he's uploading a little bit more frequently. No, he
What?
literally got invited to the Buckingham Palace. Because because like they were doing like some kind of like a diplomatic dinner with Japan. Like for some reason he got chosen to kind of like represent like I don't know what he represents, but basically because he is like a British who made like Japanese stuff. He got invited basically, and then he got to meet meet King Charles and the Emperor.
That's actually amazing.
I know, right? I will give you the his podcast episode that where he talks about the whole detail later. Yeah, time to get people to abroad in Japan. But yeah, he just dropped a 1 hour banger, so I have to watch it after this. So yeah, now that we have caught up with all things Battle Spirits, if you have any particular requests, questions, comments, do feel free to drop them to our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. Or if you are listening to this on YouTube, do feel free to comment below as well. So yeah, I guess that has been everything that we can share for this week. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you all in the next turn. Bye-bye.
Bye.